let's just be present in here, because this is where you are being really commissioned to communicate at this point. And you can ask your throat chakra, even in this dimension, what are you being commissioned to communicate?
Getting expansion and elevation.
So write that down. Communicating the expansion and the elevation. You and I are so aligned.
Is that right?
That's right.
I knew that. Yes. I actually couldn't stop laughing when you came out with catapult, because that is not a common word for me. So it showed me just how aligned we are in this.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's expand the awareness around this. So communicating the expansion and the elevation. So what more does your throat chakra want to reveal to you around this? So just be present with that.
Again, the word joy comes up. So it's elevating into the joy. And I see that springboard, and just hitting that springboard and flying and almost giggling as I'm taking flight there. So I have never experienced it before.
Right.
And of course, that springboard is that elevation, right?
Absolutely. And that's it, the springboarding your success. So let that be a premise for the moment. Let that be a premise for the moment, springboarding your success. And it is all about expanding and elevating in the most joyful ways into your new purpose, or so like that. So let that be kind of a context, because different aspects of that is what's coming up. And I'm not saying that's what it's going to solidify itself as, but at least that's the trigger that you can start to play with. And so being commissioned to communicate the expansion and the elevation, yeah, it is all about the springboarding really into your success, you know.
Right.
And how do you do that? You want to be coming from that solar plexus energy. You want to be more in the feminine energy in terms of letting it be light, letting it be joyful, not allowing the journey to be hard.
And creative.
And absolutely. Yeah. That chakra, that's the sacral chakra energy coming up in that more expansive level of co-creative power and potential that comes through. So it's this new part of the journey, what you're communicating to others. The expansion is around the awareness of these contexts. The elevation is really around the ascension into the lighter way of doing things, in a sense. And that's been your journey thus far, especially the journey that you've had with me, is the introduction into this higher and lighter, and allowing the journey to be more easier. And to be in flow. And this is what needs to be illuminated right now. So let's actually amp this up, the illumination energy. Let's shine the light on it. So imagine that where you are in this dimension just got a lot brighter. Maybe even so bright to the point you can't see, but you can still know what needs to be communicated. So be present in that energy, and whatever comes up for you, write it down and then communicate it.
I love that when you bring that illumination in. It's again, it's the springboard, right? The springboarding into the light, into that.
Love that. Write that down.
Theme of light, right?
Yes, springboarding into your higher light, which ultimately is one's higher truth. That's how they discover their light, is in their truth, is in this springboarding process. And what's coming up, honestly, is that it's springboard. It's like dimensions of the springboard. It's one springboard to another springboard to another springboard. And basically that lends itself to what you were talking about of these reflections. And not only is there always this reflection, but there's always another springboard, because really moment by moment you're springboarding into a new awareness, which is doing what? Giving more expansiveness and illumination to what? To elevate. Because you can elevate and ascend when you have more clarity and more expansion around what the context is. That's what we springboard. You really springboard from one level of awareness to another level of awareness, which gives birth to more clarity, which gives birth to more clarity, which is the illumination.
Right. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Take a deep breath, please.